Oh dear God, that took forever. Jesus. I don't know how Kubo did it in 2 hours. It took me 20 hours of questing, but I finally got the helmet wearable, can't remember the name, the breastplate unpierceable, and the sword unbreakable. And Jesus shit, this thing is huge. God damn that. It's smacking everything. Well, I'm finally well equipped enough to take down the final boss, so see you at the end, Kubo. Ah! Hello and welcome back to another midnight showing. As always, I'm Kelly, and I just got out of Kubo and the Two Strings. And holy shit, this movie was amazing. Now, for those who didn't see my channel update, my format is changing a little bit, so going into my new format now, let's start with the good of the movie. This movie is an animation marvel and worthy of any Oscar, Golden Globe, or Academy Award. Is it going to win? Honestly, probably not, but it deserves to. That's how freaking amazing the animation was. Also, the voice acting was surprisingly good. I didn't think Matthew McConaughey could actually voice act, but him as Beetle was honestly one of the best performances I've seen all year. And I've seen some pretty damn impressive stuff this year. I mean, hell, this movie just knocked Zootopia off of the best movie of the year list, just by the way. His carefree, very, very forgetful nature is quite endearing, and he did come up with some pretty funny lines and moments inside of the film, and I honestly just love this character that Matthew McConaughey created. And that's not to say that he's alone. Art Parkinson as Kubo did a fantastic job showcasing this kid as both being a kid as well as, being mature for his age. And Charlize Theron being the straight know-nothing, I'm to-the-point monkey person, yes, monkey and person, it's complicated, created the perfect comedic foil for both Beetle and Kubo. Kubo being the kid who's having trouble taking this seriously because he's a kid, and Beetle being this forgetful, carefree guy. And the journey these three go on to find these three pieces of armor to help them on their journey, I won't say how because it's spoilers after that point, is just a marvel. This has enough lore that it could fill an entire Legend of Zelda game. Hell, it probably has more lore than the Warcraft movie did earlier this year, and that is saying a fucking lot. But unlike something like Warcraft, it didn't beat you over the head with its lore, it just let it be on display. It's a visual marvel. It didn't try to force it and tell you it all the time, even when they are telling stories in the most creative fashion I've seen in a long time, literally playing the music to make the origami paper fold and act it out for you. I mean, that's just beautiful. There's one word to describe this movie's storytelling. It's mature. No, not mature content, not people dying, although people do die, and when you get hurt, you get really hurt. There's a scene early in the movie where Kubo's mother gets dragged underneath the waters by a tidal wave, and she smacks her head on a rock underneath there. Oh god, I cringed and twitched when it happened. It looked so bad. Not bad as in bad animation, but I mean actual damage. She comes up, she's like big swollen eye and scar and scratch and scrape and bleeding. I mean, it looked like it fucking hurt. But mature in the sense that it doesn't talk down to you or your kids. Your kids get that too often in animated films. Finally, we have one that is willing to say, hey, you might not understand this all right now, but you understand enough of it. And that's really how good storytelling should go off. That's not to say this movie doesn't have flaws, though. As much as I praise it, and just so you know, this is on my best movie of the year list right now. I have a tally going, and yeah, this just made the list, and it's pretty high fucking up there. But that brings us into the next section of my new reviews, the bad. And the bad in this movie can just be described with one word. Villains. This movie's villains are both terrifying and stupid. They're scary in the sense that, you can't see their faces. They have no human emotions or expressions. And they tend to be a little bit homicidal. And honest to God, these designs are fucking amazing. Even Ray Fiennes' fish thing is kind of unclear. I'm lost on Japanese mythology. They're all just designed so perfectly that they'll scare the shit out of you and you're legitimately intimidated by them. But their motivations, who they are, what they are just so murky that the only thing you can really say is, it's because moon magic. And that does not really make for great villains. Now, going into the final part of my new reviews, the overview, as I call it, the villains don't really harp the movie that much, mostly because they're not the focus. The theme is. And the theme is that of family and acceptance. Accepting that your family members are who they are, or accepting new people as your family, as be the case of some of those that have lost family. Its message hits hard without being overbearing and smacking on top of the head. This isn't Finding Nemo or Dory, where the message is so blatant that it just hammers you. It's just there, but it rings powerfully by the end, and you don't always get the happy ending that you want. Kubo really did deserve his happy ending, but what he got was lukewarm at best. So my final recommendation is, this is a must watch. My highest recommendation I can give it. It is amazing. Buy it when it comes out. Go see it in theaters multiple times. Take everybody. You'll love it. Even if you're not a big fan of this claymation animation, it's still a marvel to look at. The story is so good and the characters are just there. Sure, the villains aren't as strong as they probably could have been, but that really doesn't take away from the overall greatness that the film gives us. So yeah, my final recommendation is must watch. And that's it for me. Did you enjoy the new format? Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, and maybe we'll get some healthy discussion going. And as always, if you like what you see, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share this video with your friends. Also, be sure to follow me on all the social medias, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. I'm going to be doing some streaming on Twitch here when I have a day off, which is probably going to be next Thursday. We'll see how that turns out. And yeah, that's it for me, so I guess I'll see you all next time.